Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here with me today. It is always my honor, my joy, and it is my divine life purpose to be a messenger, to be a healer, and to be a teacher and a student, to learn and grow along with you. And at times to share my own experiences in my own spiritual and physical journey. And before we begin our Sacred Sunday message, let's take some deep breaths and let's clear our energy so that we can make room for this beautiful message. And so it can heal us, some part of us today, and move us on our way. A deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth a couple times to allow the energy to move. Feel your chest rise and fall. And before we begin this message or reading, I just wanted to tell you that I feel led to use the energy oracle cards today. And it feels very I feel a heaviness in my chest, just to let you know that, okay? I don't feel that it's me. I do feel that it's the general energy, kind of like in a dense fog. And I'm going to tell you this as it comes in. The messages are never meant to be heavy. They are what they are. They are real. They are true. So whatever it is that comes through, it's what you need to hear today, okay? And these are collective messages, meaning that parts of this message will resonate with you, some might not. For some of you, it might all resonate with you. For some, it might resonate later down the line. But if you're here, it's because you're guided, okay? So let's get into the message. Let's find out, Spirit, where the energy is today with everyone. For the general listening viewer, please tell us where the general energy is today, okay? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to get to that in a sec, but I feel I should shuffle one more time because I feel there's another card that goes with this for some reason, right? Okay. So, it's interesting. Ooh, thank you. It's interesting because I'm going to show you the first card that popped out, okay? Man holding a heart. Oh, and also, before I begin, I just wanted to share my latest painting with you. So, if it has something to do with the reading, it might. It might not, but I wanted to share it with you because sometimes my paintings do play into whatever reading I'm doing at the time. But the first card that popped out is Man Holding a Heart. When I see this card, like I said, these messages are not meant to be negative. However, sometimes they are warnings. This is Sunday, right? Sacred Sundays is usually a day where we focus on the heart, on the soul, on our spiritual journey. But I feel like today has something to do with a physical, it feels like someone in your life is holding their heart on their sleeve, okay? They're not... It feels like someone's not being true to their heart. That's what this feels like to me. Okay, I'm not saying that this is a cheating message, that someone's cheating, but I'm saying someone hasn't been truthful with how they really feel. And it feels like there is goodness there within this person, okay? And it feels like whatever goodness is there wants to come forward. Because if you look at this card and you see the white heart on his knee and the red heart he's holding in his hand, okay? To me, it feels like somebody is impatient. This could be a romantic message here, but it also feels like it is at the very minimum, it is a connection between people, two people. That's what this feels like to me. It feels like somebody is holding their heart, not paying attention to their heart, right? How they really feel. And the white heart represents some sort of freedom and release from some sort of hiding. And I'll tell you why. The Deceit card came out, okay? I didn't want to show it right away because I didn't want any of you to think, oh God, bad news. I do feel like this Deceit card has a couple different meanings. Someone is coming out from hiding. Someone's coming out from hiding. They don't want to hide anymore how they feel. They don't want to hide the truth, or run from or hide behind some sort of it almost feels like this person wants to face some truth, okay? And the reason why I hesitate is because I feel like this person, whoever it is, has been kind of hesitant to speak the truth. You may suspect that this person is holding back on something because they are, and they have been. And it's not meant in a way to be intentionally mean or evil. Pardon me one sec. While I sip. I feel like whoever this is, there's a lot of inner demons, and there's things that they've been struggling with. And whatever relationship this is with you, they weren't able to give you everything that should be given in a relationship with another person. And let me do another card here because I need a little more clarification on this. It's not all doom and gloom, guys. This could also be in business. It could also be something that with your finances, or somebody that you don't quite trust in a business deal. And this card confirms that whoever it is hiding something, and there's something not trustworthy, okay? There's two different messages here. One is a relationship with somebody who is not truthful about their feelings, and the other is somebody who's kind of shady. And they're kind of in it for themselves, okay? This feels... the second one feels like a business deal of some sort. It could be maybe you're trying to... somebody's trying to win you over with kindness, and but it doesn't feel like they can be trusted, okay? Let me go back to the first one where the relationship and somebody is being deceitful with their feelings. Let's check that out. It's interesting because I did feel led to grab the romance cards before I started this reading, so I'm going to use those in a minute to go along with this message. But let me know, guys, what else you want us to know about this person who's not being true to their feelings. Show me the way. Thank you. So, something's out of balance with, obviously, with your relationship with someone. This person is not in balance with themselves, and there's things that have to heal. I feel like right now it's best to keep yourself busy with extra things like hobbies or something, take an interest in something, or go out in nature more, but to distract yourself, because I feel like someone feels let down, okay? But this angel of balance comes in, and she says, I have the solution to whoever is feeling like they can't fully accept their feelings, okay? They can't be truthful with their feelings. That's what this angel of balance feels like. Why she's here. She's here to give a gift of shared energy to heal that imbalance, okay? And also I'm hearing for the person who's dishonest with their feelings and they can't be true to their feelings, the other person on the receiving end of that also needs to come into balance, because there's something, you're focusing too much on what you don't have with this person, and you're not focusing enough on what you do have within yourself, your strength, your courage, your ability to detach from codependency. And so it feels like this angel of balance is saying, you feel it, you know it. You know it before that person knows it, that something has to be healed or fixed in the relationship in order for it to continue and go forward, okay? One of you, it feels like someone in the partnership, in the relationship thing, it feels like you've tried and tried to work on things with this person. Maybe you've tried to suggest certain things that could help your relationship, and it feels like you might have even split up at one point or had taken a break, but then you got back together. But the reason you got back together wasn't how do I say this? It wasn't fully truthful. It could be that the two of you, if this is, it could be that the two of you were afraid to move on from each other. Because there's some part of you, both of you, that is dependent upon each other for something. And so you didn't fully take the plunge to take that break from each other. This is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm getting. Okay? Maybe you were apart for a little bit, but you were never apart. You were still in contact. And it could be that some of you have kids together, or you have some tie that ties you together. It could be pets. But so you were never fully away from each other in order to heal. So what some of us don't understand is that when you break up or you take time apart, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's forever. For some of you, it might be. For some of you, it might not be. And so we just get stuck in that place thinking, oh my God, this is it. I'm never going to be with this person again. And how do I go forward without this person, right? So some people get stuck in that thought, and then they go back to the relationship thinking, okay, just even thinking about being apart has actually changed the way I feel, the way I approach my relationship. But let me tell you something. That was a temporary band-aid, and it feels like this relationship is, I'm hearing off the charts. So it feels like there's a lot of imbalance there, okay? So here we have the woman holding a heart. Look at, she's holding it away from her. There's something unresolved with you and another person, okay? There's something unresolved. And I think what's unresolved, part of it, is that neither one of you are being true to your true feelings about this relationship. The reason why I say that is because I feel this heaviness in my heart. And it feels like whatever is holding you two together is, now this is just for some of you, but whatever's holding you two together, it could be something like children, it could be pets, it could be something legal, right? But something is holding you together. Or tying you together, I should say. And so one of you has been thinking about wanting more, a better life. How do I do this? Do I want to be like this the rest of my life with this partner? Okay, you're thinking. You're evaluating the circumstances. You're evaluating your life going forward. You're evaluating everything. Everybody else's feelings in this too, but guess what? Yours are important. So make sure that you consider your own. That feels very... Someone's going to educate themselves in... But it doesn't feel like you're... It feels like somebody has been really looking into how to make this relationship better, but this doesn't feel like... It feels like somebody is thinking, like maybe a woman is thinking. That's why the woman thinking came out, right? That card came out. It feels like somebody is going to really explore their own feelings and their own future forward and how to get to happy, right? But you're not including your partner. And that's not a bad thing. That is growth within yourself, that you want to know more about you. You want to explore your hobbies. You want to explore different things, maybe even a possible career move. You want to put your mind on something else other than what you don't have with your partner. Because I'm going to tell you something. When we focus on what we don't have, then that's what we get, what we're focusing on. Even if you focused on this relationship is the best thing in the whole wide world, then you would get the best thing in the whole wide world. We are the manifestors. We are the ones who hold the key to what we have and what we don't have. And so I do feel that for some of you now, you are thinking fast forward. You're thinking, how can I get myself to happy? I need to take care of me now. The relationship will be what it's going to be. And if we both want it to work, it will work. If we don't, it's not. So that's what's going forward. You're exploring new areas, new things in your life that make you happy. Let me tell you, painting is it's probably my biggest passion. I mean, I have on my spiritual side, of course, it's my passion to be a healer, a messenger. But what really has gotten me through, my loss, the loss of my son 3 years ago, has been painting. And of course, my relationship with my divine creator. But this has really been my therapy. And so I feel like in this relationship that you have with someone, you're now wanting to look at your heart, your destiny, what it is meant for you, rather than how do I care for him? How do I make him happy or her happy? How do I fix this? How do we go forward and we can be happy? This is about you being happy. You know that within yourself, you need to make you happy. So this is what's happening with you. Let me ask more about the business partnership. And right now, I'm just going to add to that relationship thing. Feels like one of you is thinking, you're more relaxed now about the relationship, and you're thinking more about, less about your partner being, needing to fix their ways or mend things, and thinking more about how you can make you happy right now. Because when you're not happy within yourself, everything else is not happy. The environment around you, work, relationships with your family, everything. It can really manifest into a cloud of chaos, right? So it's important how we view things and how we, even when we know things aren't going to work, and I'm not saying that's the case for you, but even when we know things aren't going to work, we move forward with grace. And we just know that whatever is meant to be will be. Okay. let's go to the other scenario where there is someone in a business or someone who's trying to help you is not truly sincere, and they are being a little bit deceitful. Someone hasn't told you the whole truth. Okay, this is I don't know why I just heard truth in lending, but someone needs to focus on every detail in some sort of transaction with someone. Let me just see what Spirit has to say. Okay. I think you're going to see the truth. It feels like with Archangel Gabriel here, it's like there's some sort of, when I think of Archangel Gabriel, I think of trumpets, I think of an alarm, an alert, something like that. So it feels like there's going to be some sort of aha moment within yourself, and you're going to walk in a different direction from this potential either business partner or somebody who's trying to give you some kind of loan or training or something, right? It feels like somebody is being sort of in it to win it for themselves, okay? That's what that feels like. So if that resonates, that's your confirmation that this is true for you. What else, guys? In regards to this business partnership or whatever it is. It has something to do with finances, though. So it feels like somebody may be trying to talk you into something that isn't going to be as good as they promised for you, okay? What else? Yeah, there's something, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a good transaction. I don't know. Transaction is what I keep hearing here. Let me see, what else? Do your research. Whatever this is about, do your research, because this person is good. It feels like they're a master at convincing or dare I say tricking. They're good at sort of getting people to trust them, okay? I'm not saying they're out to destroy you. I'm saying they're out for themselves, okay? Because they, I just feel like this person doesn't have the conscience that they should. That's what it feels like. And I don't, again, guys, I don't mean this to be negative. It is what it is. I feel like it's a warning. You have, it feels like you have somebody else. Somebody else is kind of, it could be a choice between two. Do I go with this company or that company? Okay. This person is not the choice, whoever it is. But there is another option, and see how there's caring connections here. Somebody is genuine, and somebody is in it to for out of they're a better, I don't want to say a better person. They have a healthier approach. They're more genuine in regards to trying to help people, okay? So if you have a choice, really, really get into some sort of prayer or solitude within yourself to explore the choices, because your soul knows the right choice. But there is an option here, okay? Someone is coming in, and that doesn't mean they're going to fall into your lap or they're just going to knock on your door. You do have to do some research, but you also have to get into some sort of meditation. Some of you might have rituals that you do. You might use a You might use crystals, you might use a pendulum, you might use a ritual outside, whatever it is that you do to bring the right answer forward, then that's what you do, okay? Because I really feel like whoever this is coming into your life, into your path, it's much better for you and it brings you to a better place, okay? You do end up being more rich in knowledge, proud of yourself, and also whoever this person is helps you to learn more, possibly about financing. Could be investments, it could be something with that, but it feels like money related, okay? What else? I think we're see, the door to spirit is open. Spirit is inviting you to say, come ask for help, and I will help you make the right decision, okay? You will walk away from the other offer, whatever it is, as tempting as it is, and you will move forward to the right decision. I'm going to let's see here. I want to use the romance cards because I was drawn to them, so I do want to use them, and I want to just kind of see what Spirit has to say about this connection that's going on with you. Let's see what Spirit has to say about the relationship between two people. Feels like a romantic one. Yeah. Ask for help and support from others. It feels like this feels more like the business relationship with somebody who's trying to deceive you, and then you have the other choice where someone is trying to help you. So this, let your friends help you. Ask for help from others. It feels like, so going within is the answer for everything, right? But sometimes you do need help. It feels like you might need to explore both options, maybe check them both out, run reports on them, whatever it is you need to do in order to make the informed decision, and know who to trust. So this is telling me that you do need to reach out to explore, okay? Do your homework, do the physical part of it, and know who is the right choice here. Okay. And so be honest with both choices here. Be honest and tell them how you feel. Ask the right questions with the business part of this. Ask the right questions. And know that you will know intuitively if they are truthful or not. Okay? If you feel an inkling that someone isn't truthful, then trust your intuition. Trust it. Because it feels like whatever conversation you're going to have with both of these options, you'll choose the right one based on your based on the energy they give you. Okay, that's what that feels like. Let's go on to the relationship on the romantic one, guys. Something has been brewing for a little bit here between the two of you. Okay. So it feels like there is true love. It does feel like you love each other. However, right now, you have to trust that that level will remain and that things will be healed. But you can't focus too much on it. That's what I'm hearing. You have to go forward, find more interests in your life, unhinge yourself from what's wrong in your relationship, and busy yourself with other things, because this is going to come into balance. Things are going to things will work out the way they are supposed to when you allow yourself to take care of you, when you allow yourself to focus on other things and to find happiness and joy in other things. Because let me tell you, our partners, in my experience, our relationships are supposed to be, yes, we are committed to each other, but we both have individual lives. We are supposed to focus on our own happiness, because when we do that, it brings in more of the same to our relationships. I have been in codependent relationships where I felt like if they weren't with me, or I didn't know where they were, I would be wondering, that feeling of anxiousness. We as individuals are fully capable of having happy lives and doing the things that we love without our partners sometimes. It's healthy to have some time apart where you do your thing on a Saturday, they do their thing on a Saturday, then you come back together in the evening or whatever, however you do it. But I'm telling you that this is a healing past codependency for both parties here. That's what that feels like. The love is there. I feel that between these people, love is there, okay? So love or lack of love isn't the issue. The issue is you need to balance your energy, and make sure that you do the things that you like to do by yourself sometimes. Spend that quality time with you. Because savor the times that you do have together. See, taking time to yourself and doing the things that you love and focusing on joy and happiness brings in more of the same. So this card says honeymoon, right? Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Because at some point, the two of you are going to find that something changes in your relationship and it goes into a more positive direction. That's what this feels like, okay? It is going to be a time of joy. And you just have to know that that's coming and stop focusing on how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? Why is there not as much happiness? Why can't I just be happy? So when you focus on the negative, that's going to be with you. But this says honeymoon, a time of bliss, holiday time together, right? So it feels like you going in your direction to find yourself, to find your joy, to find your passions is what is actually needed right now. It doesn't mean you have to kick someone out if they're living with you, if you're married or whatever. It means that you can expand part of you out into the world, right? To find things that make you happy. Because we are all on our own individual paths, and if we are so blessed to have someone in our lives, then it's not our responsibility to focus on their path. Their path is their path, your path is your path. And so it's our responsibility to make ourselves happy, okay? That's all part of being dependent, not codependent. Independent, I should say. Independent. Okay? So your relationship, your love life is being affected by children. I mean, I feel like that could be it for some of you, but not all of you. I feel like the majority of you, your guides are asking you to have a childlike energy and outlook for yourself, right? Take a lighthearted approach to your relationship and watch how it improves. Watch how it improves. Whoever is not being true with their feelings, I feel like that is because you're not really honoring yourself. That's what it feels like. You're being, I'm with you, doing this with you today, but I'd rather be doing that today. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you're being untrue with your feelings and you're not communicating with your partner that you want to go do this by yourself, then that's why things are not, when there's no truth and there's more dishonesty, even in regards to that, it has a negative impact on your relationship. You have to be honest with each other, okay? What else, guys? This is surprising because today this is about relationships. Usually my Sacred Sunday messages are about the soul, but I guess this is at the soul level when you're with someone, right? Anything else, guys? Okay, so I think we're done with that card deck. And I think Spirit said what Spirit had to say regarding the relationship and your part in it and their part in it. Is there anything else? It felt like a dire warning to somebody about the business part of this message, and making sure that you trust the right person to help you with what feels like your finances. Just be careful. There's a lot of people out there right now that don't have a conscience, and they play on others who are either desperate for help or mostly it's that, desperate for help, right? I need help. I need them. I've been in that situation where I look online to find, I need more work. I need more work. I need more work. I've got to bring in more money. I've got these bills I've got to pay. And when I get like that, I know that I have to rein myself in and do it the right way, because people will pick up on that. They will pounce on that, and they will try to trick you into investing in something that isn't necessarily fully trustworthy. So it does feel like we have to do our homework when it comes to making decisions for our future, for ourselves, for our families. So if you find yourself in a desperate situation, take a step back. Say a prayer, breathe, and know that you will be okay. There are always options, and to not jump at the first one, okay? Because sometimes that can lead you in the wrong direction. What else, guys? Is that it? Okay, let me just look at the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn and see what message is here for all of us. Gateway, Denise Lynn. So it feels very much like, if you've ever heard my messages before and talking about the lazy river, jump in that tube, enjoy the ride. That's what we're here for, to find joy even in the darkest situations, to move along that lazy river with trust and faith and confidence in ourselves, okay? Faith in whatever happens, it will happen if it's meant to. Anything else? Woo, thank you. Yep. Cherishing the simple pleasures in life. Giving thanks for what you have. Giving thanks for what will come. But enjoying the now. Okay? It feels very much like some of you could be detaching. The feeling of detachment has been with me for a while. For at least a month. And I couldn't figure it out at first. I was like, why am I detaching from certain things? Certain things don't interest me anymore, and I don't aim to please everyone anymore. I'm more about feeling what makes me happy, right? Now, don't get me wrong. When you go to work, you've got to do your work. You've got to, abide by the company policy and all that. But it feels like now you're not as interested in, how do I say this, pleasing other people. You're more about, let me just do my job, do it well, and I just want to make myself happy. I just want to be happy with me instead of trying to please others, okay? Please don't take that the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with trying to be a good worker or trying to help your coworkers, but sometimes I feel like some of you do too much and you don't reap the benefits of feeling self-fulfilled. And some of you might feel momentary lifts of feeling good because you helped your coworker out with something, but sometimes there's nothing to show for that, okay? And there's nothing wrong with wanting a little acknowledgement or feeling good, because when that first sense of feeling good about helping someone wears off, what's left? Where are you? Are you behind now in your work, or are you, that's the feeling that I'm getting. The detachment is about caring more for yourself now, okay? Totally the right thing to do. Not selfish at all. Let me tell you an example. When I was in a different relationship, when I was married before, I expressed interest in wanting to go out and do new things and learn things, and I felt like I had more to give, right? And so I expressed that to my ex-husband, and he said, no, you don't need to go outside of the house. You're needed here to take care of your family. You're the one that's the caregiver. You take care of everyone else. So you don't have time to do anything for yourself. And so that kind of mentality, that kind of attitude is where I feel like a lot of us have been that's kind of been ingrained in us to take care of others. And that's what I saw growing up. My mother was a stay-at-home mom in the 60s, and she took care of all of us. She took care of the family, and she never did anything outside of the house. And that's what I thought was normal. You don't go and venture out and do things for yourself. Personally, I love to go to art galleries. I love to do certain things by myself sometimes because it makes me happy. That's my thing, right? And so that's where we get into the codependency, where we always please everyone else and we live for that they know they can count on us. And it's great that they can, but can you count on you? Where does that leave you? That's what I feel here. That detachment is about detaching from everything else, and you're it's kind of almost like you're being forced to look at you within yourself, to take care of you and to move yourself along on your path, okay? And some of you might say, I don't have time. I have a family. I have a job. I have this. I have that. You know what? Even if it is only a few minutes to go in the bathroom or someplace and, I don't know, look at beautiful paintings online, or look at whatever it is that interests you. You have to take care of you. And that's what I feel this detachment is about. Detaching from all that you don't have. And being upset because you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have time, you don't... Listen, like I said, you're going to manifest those things if you think about them all the time. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on yourself. Focus on your journey forward. Focus on new things in your life that you want, okay? Because I promise you, the people in your family will still love you, right? And they might even have more respect for you when you start doing things for yourself. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you are in that space where you're not sure why you're detaching, but it's scaring you a little bit. And I get it, trust me, because I've been there, and not too far in the past, I have felt, and more recently, I have felt scared because I was detaching. and wondering, is there something wrong with me? There isn't. Trust me. If you're going through this, it's natural. It's the way it's supposed to be. To start thinking for yourself, to start doing for yourself, to start loving yourself so that you can give love to others, okay? Because it does start with you. I feel like that is the end of this message, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope that it has applied to you. It has resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And I hope that you go away from this message really feeling into the message and feeling how it resonates with you, right? Because there's a reason why you are here to listen to this message. Okay. I wish you all a beautiful, blessed day and days ahead, and know that I'm here. Sometimes I'm only going to be with you once a week. Other times it could be more. But right now it is what it is. And I wish you all a very blessed, healthy, beautiful day, days ahead. And commit to taking yourself out of this situation mentally and how you feel about how you're worrying so much when you should be thinking more about how the good things in your life and how you feel, what good things are in your life that are taking you to this happy place, okay? Because that's where you need to be. That is where the energy is needed for you to be in a happy place. And that is up to you. So, until next time, namaste.